All right, it is Thursday, coming up on 12 o'clock noon Eastern Time. We are just getting ready for the Season 3 Reloaded drop. We're playing a game of Battle Royale casuals right now. We're running it solo. We have a couple circles left, it looks like. So we're just going to camp out here for a minute, wait for this to die down. And most likely, as soon as this happens, we're going to have to back out to get the update for the Reloaded to do its thing. But we took a few days off, and now we are back. So I'm all excited about that. All right, well, I don't see anybody over here. Hope everyone is having a good Thursday, May 1st. Aaron Ellis, good afternoon. Yeah, we're just waiting for the Season 3 Reloaded to drop. I saw there were quite a few little weapon updates that might play a difference in the game. Let's get up here for a minute. There's another truck over there. Probably wasn't very nice running that guy over, but that's okay. I'm sure he's just a bot anyway. All right, so we're going to push our truck down the hill. Hope nobody steals it from us.
Gas is closing in.
Can't hear nothing.
Hostile UAV in the
So there's still
area.
31 people in the lobby, so we're not quite down to a small lobby yet. I'm also trying out the GRAW conversion on the SWAT 556. I think it's going to get a little buff in this Season 3 Reloaded, so with any luck, Blazing, good morning. Well, look what the cat drug in. Yeah, I'm back from my 3-day off, I guess. Glad to be back, though. Well, probably should have thought about that a little bit better. Got a guy coming off the hill back there. Can't quite see him. He had another guy over here next to him. Oh, he's right inside the door. 7 meters.
Relocating safe zone. Gulag closed.
We're not sure what his plan is to get out of that building. There he is. All right, let's see if he had any ammo, because we're going to run a little short here, I think. Good late morning. Yeah, we're just waiting for the Season 3 Reloaded to drop. Melanie, good morning. Good afternoon, whatever it is. I guess we're going to open up an adult beverage here in a few minutes. I'm guessing as soon as this game is over, we'll get a restart. The update for Season 3 Reloaded will come on. And we'll see how that works out. All right, I don't really think we need a loadout. This airplane is in.
You've got gas moving in.
Nothing, nothing really helpful here.
Enemy UAV overhead.
But it's good to be back on. You know, 3 days off is a long time to be away from anything. We have somebody like at that big building. I don't know if we push in. Man, the game is glitchy. I'm guessing it's the season 3 reloaded stuff.
Ready for launch.
All right, so the GRA is not getting her done for us. Looks like somebody with a kilo just destroyed us. That's not good. See what time it is. 12:01. So we're going to see if a restart's required to get the season update. Yeah, we didn't play that very well at all. All right, I'm guessing if we quit to desktop, a restart, we should get the new cinematic reloaded thing. I don't know. Did they even waste time building a movie for this? Probably not. I don't know if they ever do that for reloaded seasons. Still says playing now. It takes it a second to shut down, I guess. Come on, you can do it. We just exited, and sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it takes a long time for it to unload. I don't know why. Blazin, have we heard what the big changes are coming for the update? They've added all the zip lines in, so if you play Plunder, you've already seen the zip line locations, but mostly all the downtown buildings, roof of stadium, train station is now open, so you can play inside train station. Still says now playing, but obviously it doesn't know. Maybe Task Manager needs some adjustment. There we go. Oh, it's updating. Here we go. Not a lot of updates, so that's good. See if I can get this down where you guys can see it too. Patching. Patching's good. And Blazin, they've worked on making Modern Warfare 2 and 3 weapons a little bit more usable. Right now, the meta is pretty much stuck on the AK-74 and the HDR. They're trying to make the AMAX a little bit better, the Kilo better, the GRA better, the TAC-56. In fact, all the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, they've reduced visual recoil. So I'm excited to see how that works out. Kilo has been best of late. Yeah, we had a Kilo build, and we liked our 8 attachment Kilo, but if we try a 5 attachment, not quite as good. So, yeah, I've been running the AMAX and the GRA. I like the GRA, but we'll see what the update does. Actually, I built some loadouts, so we'll go into the firing range before we jump straight into a match and see if it's better or worsest, whatever it is. I did get a haircut, so I'm sporting my new look, reclaiming some space. Give that a moment. Reclaiming 10 gigabytes of space. That's kind of amazing that these games are this big. And here we go. Let's see if we get a nice new cinematic season reloaded message or video or something. I'm sure it will need a restart at least twice. Not hearing a lot of game sound. I've been rocking the Kilo and the TTK has been solid, blazing. Yeah, the Kilo is pretty good. That was our go-to weapon when this season started. It was the only gun I had unlocked, so obviously you had to use it. Restart now. Let's see what happens here. Still the same graphic. Come on, do something. A movie maybe? Nope. Loading player stats, inventory, message of the day. Same message of the day. So that is not any different. Oh, great. We're a CBD repository now, or a dispensary, it looks like. We're pushing pot to all the kids. That's awesome. I mean, this right here almost makes me want to uninstall the game just because they're doing that. That's ridiculous. So much for terms of service. All right, I don't want any of this stuff. We're preloading our shaders, 4.5%. Yeah, I don't know why they're pushing the drug scene so much. And I know a lot of people vape and smoke and whatever, but does it really need to be in our face in a video game? All right, so I have the AMAX and HDR. I have the GRAW and the HDR, which I think the GRAW got a little tune up. Let's go to firing range. I don't know if shaders will keep loading in the firing range. No, they don't. So the GRAW is freeze frame. That's awesome. I guess while shaders are loading, but time to kill is not great, but I can't really tell with the freeze frame thing going on. Super stable though. Reload time's a little sluggish. Let's change loadout, see how our AMAX is. They said they did some work on the AMAX. Probably need to let our shaders finish because it is way sluggish. So let's get back to the main screen. We'll give it a couple minutes. We're at 6.75%. I'm sure everybody is trying to get their stuff going on. So yeah, the AMAX, the GRAW, the AK-74, and the TAC-56. I don't have a kilo. I guess we should add a kilo build real quick. Let's just duplicate this thing real quick. Rename it to Kilo and HDR. And we'll actually put a kilo here in the first slot. Now, my 5 attachment kilo is not that good. And if you go with the 8 attachment, then it takes off your gunfighter, which I wish it wouldn't do that. I wish it would just say, hey, you can't do this. And they're trying to make some of the other snipers more viable, but I don't think it's going to help anything. I think everybody's going to keep going to the HDR just because it's the one that's a one-shot kill. And some people do go with the Car 98 for nostalgia regions. Blazing. No, I don't really mind people smoking or whatever, but do you really have to throw it in our video games? It's kind of like, other socially accepted groups or whatever. Do we really need to see how the other half live? I don't know. Charlie Brown, AK-74 is the gun. Yeah, we have our AK-74. We've been using that quite a bit. The problem with the AK-74 though is, well, let's let our stuff load. Oh, actually, we can look at the loadout. So I'll show you the problem with it. If we go to the AK-74, they took a nerf on it right now. So the effective damage range dropped down to 45 meters. This was like 60 meters before. The head shot at 50, body or upper torso is 45, and then 40 for the lower torso. Fire rate's pretty good. So let's assume we get a damage hit in the 45 section. Let's get my calculator out here. So 45 times the fire rate, which is 652 rounds, gives me a 2930 damage number. So 29,340. Let's look at the AMAX, because I think they said they did something to it. So the head damage on the AMAX is 62, but the upper torso is 42. So let's do the 42 times the fire rate, 632. It only gives us a 20 6,544. So AMAX is not as good as the AK still. I thought they were going to adjust it. It doesn't look like they did. If you look at the GRA, we have, why are we low on these numbers? We have a 34, but the fire rate's a lot higher. So let's see if that makes any difference. 34 times 732 is only a 2488. So it looks like they have not nerfed the AK-74. So it's still going to be meta. And let's look at the kilo also. A lot of people try to run the kilo. 34 at a 750. So the fire rate's up there. Maybe that'll help. 34 times 750 gives me a 25 and change. So it looks like the HK or AK-74 is still on top. So we're going to set that back to our favorite and run that for a while. The fire rate on the AK is just so slow. Yeah, it does kind of chug along. And there is a fire mod to give you rapid fire, but if you do the rapid fire, it hurts your bullet velocity, and you only get a 2% increase. So it goes from a 652 to a 667. But yeah, you just can't beat the damage profile though. I mean, 45 for up everywhere above the belly button is 45. So 45 times 652. I mean, we're almost 30,000 on the damage profile. So you're not going to overcome that with higher rate of fire. Obviously, you got to hit your shots. We're not good at that. So maybe it would be better to do something else. Let's look at our playlist set changes. So we have high trip resurgence. Looks like it's going to go on the large map. It's just resurgence. I don't know where they're going to put that. We have Battle Royale Casuals, still a quads game, it looks like. I don't know why this says 60%. Up at the top, the global's at 15%. Maybe it's preloading the shaders for Warzone. But yeah, we keep going back and forth from the AMAX to the AK-74, but obviously the AK-74 on paper is better. Battle Royale, looks like we have quads, duos, and solos, so they took trios out of this. Probably they're pushing everybody to ranked play trios. So that's new on the list. We still have Resurgence, which is Rebirth Island. Ranked play, we still have Boot Camp and Plunder. So everything is still here except for Battle Royale Trios is gone. And they threw that into ranked play, so good luck with that. Casuals is probably still the only playable game mode. We've kind of sworn off Battle Royale solos. We just get destroyed in there constantly. All right, we're at 73% on our shaders for Warzone. So I'm going to go get myself an adult beverage. I'll be right back, and we're going to jump into a game of Battle Royale Casuals. Now, I wasn't planning on streaming today. I've actually been trying to catch up around the property, but today is a rain day. We have weather moving in from the south, down by Atlanta, and it's just wet and dreary outside. So what's better than playing Warzone in the rain? All right, 73%. We're not going very quick on our shaders here. Oh, here we go. 89, 92. We're almost there. 96, 97. And we're going to turn off our squad fill also. So I'm guessing we can match make, even though the top global says 27%. I'm thinking we'll be okay. Blazing, I'm over Rebirth, but I miss Resurgence. Yeah, you know what? back when they had all the map rotations, Resurgence was kind of fun. You had Fortune's Keep, you had Bondel, we had Ashika Island, and then they threw, the Rebirth Island back in there. And I think they should have just kept all the map rotations in. But when you're stuck on Rebirth Island with a whole lobby of sweats every time, it just isn't fun. I have a squad I still play with in the afternoon sometimes, and they're just always in Resurgence. And there's one drop. We always go to Harbor on Rebirth Island. We always either play back to Factory or into Kim, and it's the same rotation over and over and over. It's like we all just have ADHD and we just can't make choices for ourselves anymore. I don't know. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm sure this is going to go about like you expect. But yeah, I'm really disappointed with all of the drug paraphernalia artwork in the game. And I know they get around it by saying it's an adult game, but you hear every time you're in here, there's, 10-year-old kids playing Warzone constantly. And it just doesn't seem right. I mean, not that there's truly anything wrong with smoking pot, but it can't be good for your lungs. Vaping, we know that's not good for your lungs. I guess all of it's better than alcohol, though. So I don't have a lot of room to talk. I don't know. I guess kids should be playing with Barney the dinosaur and playing Tetris or something. All right, AK-74 is our go-to. Frame rates are a little lower than they had been, but it is pre-game, so maybe it's not a good thing. Give it a few minutes here. My graphic rendering doesn't look great, but I don't know if it looked great before. I don't know that they did anything to the HDR. They said they changed the aim down sight, and it does feel a lot slower aiming down sight. So that may be the issue there. All right, so this is Season 3 Reloaded. First drop in. They are highlighting the high loot areas. So we have train station, superstore, and military. I'm sure everybody's going to be going train station because they opened up all the buildings inside here. Yeah, this is casual, so... Oh, and they did add the mobile train. This is actually... This is the target you want to go for, that reoccurring recon on the train. Obviously, as a solo, that would be a hard thing to grab, so let's not do that. We might be able to get this contract and then get the train and head backwards into circle. Probably not. Even though it is casuals, we're going to have a lot of teams in here. Looks like we had 3 AFK people that rode the airplane all the way to the end. I don't see any shadows with us, so I'm going to assume we're safe. Wow. Of course. We got 2 guys running together and I couldn't get away from that. They weren't very quick on their parachuting though. Good news is we get to enjoy our afternoon beverage. All right, looks like we have Squall Price and DPGladius in a fight here. Prepare to fight.
Here we go. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by.
I think the mobile train will be a good thing. You are going to get that squad that camps the train, gets all the recons, and it will take them all the way to almost like a foresight situation. So that's going to be a super hot spot. Train station's going to be really hot for a few days. All right. Made it out. We really should go for this satchel thing here. It'll give us the a satchel at the end. I don't really care about last circle situations. Got the guy. Wow, we missed like every shot. That was pretty bad. All right, what did we learn? Nothing much. Yeah, I think every time I see this high art thing, I'm going to be tempted to stop just because I don't agree with it. Just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this? What's all this crap? We got some guy with a beard. I don't even know who's like Seth somebody. Seth on an epic high art journey.
Man, this is the weirdest trip I've ever been on.
Yeah, they have lost their mind on their collaborations. All right, well, that went about like you would expect. I should probably drop in with randoms. At least we'll have a chance of winning the game and not just die into a team. So I posted a couple videos on YouTube while I was away. I started building a second tractor barn up on the mountain, and I think we're pretty much caught up as far as content in the pipeline. We got to get out back up on the mountain and do some work to get some more content. Handguns suck, LOL. Yeah, we hit him a couple times and he went outside, turned around, and we were dead. I probably should aim at his head and not his body. But we didn't. So do we get a new battle pass? I don't know if they do a new battle pass on the Reloaded or not. I don't think so. I think it's the same. We got 420J in here. I don't know.
You're headed to the war zone.
Just doesn't feel like... Oh, and our loadouts just changed again. They haven't fixed that error yet. Yeah, so the loadout system is still a mess. If you go to the loadout screen, sometimes your loadouts are good. If you make changes, they'll go away. And next game, they'll be back the way they were. Abigail just destroyed us. Yeah, so I moved my AK back to the third one on the list. So it didn't maintain the favorites item. So we got to be careful when we grab that. We could just drop right in a high loot zone. See if we could loot up. It's probably better than anything else. Would be nice to get a contract while we're there. Speed Freak, what is going on? They put stuff like that on the game, but you get chat banned for swearing. Makes no sense. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's like they don't even follow their own code of conduct or community standards, so I don't get it. It's like, yeah, we'll collaborate with something like that. Sure, anything for a buck. But we don't mean it. We're not trying to be mean to anybody, so it's okay. But I get it. I mean, cussing at people is not very nice. You don't know who you're talking to. You could be talking to a 6-year-old kid, and he's going to go ask his His grandma, what does this mean? And then she's going to have a stroke and die, and you're going to feel really bad about it. Alright, that was the longest way to get here in the world, I'm sure. So this is a high loot zone. Which means there should be big stacks of cash just laying around everywhere. Kind of makes you not want to go for that contract, just to stick around here and grab all the orange boxes. That was actually pretty good. Now we do want to get that recon, but we're gonna not do it too quickly. What? Oh my goodness, grab the thing. Oh, you can't grab it because you already have one? Guy on the hill coming down towards us, looks like. Alright, let's go get our contract. It's in a horrible spot. The keyboard controls feel a little more sluggish than usual. Nobody's showing up. Oh, this is so bad. We're gonna get somebody up by that buy station looking at us. If they didn't see the flare go off, we should be okay. Not a lot of loot out of there. Alright, we still need a gas mask, so might as well grab it now. Sure, there's... Oh, the game is glitchy right now. Latency 74 milliseconds. If somebody shoots at us, we'll be dead before we even see them. It'll be like one shot, you drop dead, and it's like, what happened? I don't know. Nobody knows why you just died. Alright, we have plenty of ammo. We have our heartbeat sensor. All is good. So we are playing casual mode, which means there's up to four people on squads looking for us. But we are by ourselves. We do have a UAV. We probably should just fly it. Got a guy behind us at the buy station. Good Lord. All right. Guess I got the guy down here we saw just a second ago. go get us another UAV really quick. Make sure nobody's on heartbeat. And we'll hold on to that for a minute. Get next circle and then worry about it. We didn't see anybody else around us, just those two people, and they're both now not around us anymore. Speed freak, I don't want grandmas to have a stroke, LOL. Yeah, you don't want that. That's a bad thing. Tell you what, these bots are... I was actually hoping they would make the bots better. Like, don't have them throw a grenade when they're close to you. Have them like play like a normal player. Was that a sniper glint over here? I can't tell. We have a UAV, but I really don't want to use it until next circle. Seems like a bigger delay on the heartbeat sensor. I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like it. Maybe since I pulled it out twice in a row, it kind of hesitated. All right, let's go and fly our UAV and see if we can find something. We've got this guy. He's going away from us. He might be in the air. No, he can't be in the air. He's going to that buy station. Unfortunately, he made it to the buy station and probably spent all his money. Here's a little bit. We're going to get another UAV real quick. Get back up on this hilltop, and then we'll fly another UAV. We really should get circled before we fly it. Oh, we got a guy behind us. Let's get him. Where are you? He's going to make it to the buildings, but he has to come this way. So we're going to wait. I don't want to give him an easy shot at us if he does get out of that building. Geronimo, I guess. You need a duo partner to run with DP. No, I'm just playing with the new update, see how it looks. We've got this guy in this building. I don't know that he can go all the way around. He's kind of got to come towards us, I would guess. But yeah, probably in a few minutes, I might go ahead and squad up with some people if this goes poorly. Okay. I mean, he's a bot. We should have known he was a bot from the beginning, but we didn't. Alright. Gotta get all the way to TV station. So, Geronimo, if you're not, I mean, if we're already on, if you're on my friends list already, we can play in a little bit. I don't mind. We had a guy over here. We don't want to, like, let him destroy us if we can help it. I really don't want to move into TV station, so we're gonna do the right thing. Wow, okay. He was a straight up bot too. We already have a gas mask. We don't need any of his stuff. We could take the helicopter. We don't want the contract. There's not a lot of stuff we need here. I am trying to pre-fire with my ADS. I haven't been doing that much in the past. We pretty much have been ADSing and then firing. But now I'm trying to hit both buttons at the same time, so that's probably betterish. I don't know that we really want this helicopter. Definitely don't want the contract. Let's see where the circle pulls to. Let's go all the way on the other side of the map. Ooh, we didn't want that. So let's go check out some of these zip lines they've added. We have a fire sale, but we already have a self-revive. So here's a zip line on top of stadium roof, so you can have people up here now. The helicopter steers well with the mouse if you go left and right, but if you roll with your A and D key, it doesn't seem to, it yaws it, but it doesn't quite rotate. That seems different than the old one. We got this guy trying to light us up. Fire sale, maybe grab another UAV. Oh, that was a hard hit. Guy on the edge. I think we're going to get up top and then look back at him. He's further than a green ping. I'm not seeing this guy out there. Oh, there he is. Guessing he's in that wood bush somewhere.
Switching back.
It looked to me like he dove in that bush. Or he quit the game. I don't know. We could grab this recon, see what it does for us. Probably not the best place for us to be going. Well, if we can make it to the building, we should be able to protect it okay. Good news is we have 9 kills already. I don't think I've ever had 9 kills in a game. So we must have a lot of people that aren't updated yet. Alright, well, nothing much going on here. This is good. We're going to get this circle and we're going to get one more. So, yeah, these, I guess Firehouse is where we kind of want to be. Or just jump over here somewhere. And then work in late. That's probably a better thing. I don't think I'm much for holding last circle at Firehouse by myself. That does not sound like a fun thing to do. Can't see anything over there. I'm almost thinking hold this edge right where we were at and then move in, because all we have to do is grab the edge of the circle and then hope we get a good circle pull back this way. So they also fixed Ghost. I guess Ghost was not working properly or as expected. They didn't really clarify exactly what was wrong with it. But something wasn't good. So we're up to 10 kills in casual mode. We are a solo. We're looking for targets of opportunity, preferably bots. That's the sniper. Know where his teammates are. Alright, we'll ignore them for now. Man, I didn't expect to hit that guy. He's wearing the new like a rose skin or whatever the new one was with the last event. All right, so we're not on this UAV. That's a good thing. I don't know if we just... Felt like there was somebody close. Pathfinder's on our audio. Don't want to be up on this hill if we can help it. So where's the guy that just ran past that truck?
You've made it to the top 10.
I don't see him over there. Just about shot at a butterfly. Got the guy jumping off the big building. It's actually a great pull for us. Let's go ahead and make this run while we can. Oh, I thought you could get up on this roof. You can, okay. Doesn't really help us though, does it? It's not a very level place to stand. I don't know if that's a BO6 movement or what it is. It's causing my footing to keep rotating.
Oh, fuck.
Got a sniper looking right at us. No, that was bad. I was torn between reloading, plating, and throwing a tactical. Couldn't get the right thing going on there. King Mikey. We died to King Mikey. I'm sure there's more than one King Mikey in the world. All right, so what do we think? I don't know. We didn't try any of the new zip lines. So we'll take second place. What do we end up with kill-wise? So we had 14 eliminations. That's good enough. Let's see who we have on that might want to play. Sincere Glue, Captain D. Oh, a lot of people are offline. In fact, it says everybody's offline. Why is that? So everyone is offline. That's not good. It says we have 10 people online. They have the green checkbox, but it says offline underneath them. So yeah, I don't know what any of that means. So see, look at our event. So we have progression 1 of 9 for whatever that is. Let's look at our weapons again. So it keeps changing. It puts our AK-74 back down in the middle somewhere. They were supposed to work on the TAC-56. Let's look at that in the firing range while we're launching. Visual recoil went way down, they said. It looked the same to me. I think the AK-74 is still going to be meta. I think the HDR is still meta. Everything else they're doing is just trying to get things tweaked, but I don't know why they just didn't say, okay, make everything like the AK-74 so everybody can just pick an AR and everything's good. I remember back in the day, you could actually play out here on top of this airplane. And unless somebody drove a vehicle up, they couldn't get up on top. So I've been off for what, 3-4 days now. Seems like forever. I don't even know how to interact with chat. There's not a lot of chat going on though. All right, so military base, superstore, train stations. I'm guessing it's going to be the same hot zones all the time. Guess they're not going to change it up too much. We're going to go back to military because it was pretty good loot. Not even worried about a contract if we get all the loot we need, get our loadout. I have to say, I really didn't miss playing Warzone either. While I was away, I woke up first thing in the morning, did stuff, didn't even think about streaming, so that was kind of nice. When is the next shed video coming out? We have a rain day today, so that's one reason I'm not working on the shed. I'll probably get back on that tomorrow, I guess. And usually on those videos, I've been shooting the video or actually doing the work, shooting the video and everything on the same day. Craig C. I guess everybody gets Craig C's today. But we should get a lot more movement on the shed now that the basic shape is finished. Okay, Cyber Sensei just destroyed us. I don't know what gun we had, but it wasn't good. Yeah, so I'm guessing the next shed video I'll be able to get all the foundation finished, everything underneath the decking boards. And then I'll probably have a day of decking, which I could do it all really quick, but I can't get all those decking boards on my tiny truck at one time and drive them up the mountain. So it'll probably be 3 trips to the lumber store to get all the decking boards. And then we'll probably have 1 day to build the roof structure and 1 day to put the metal on. And then it'll be move-in day. I'm excited to get all of the equipment out of the rain. I have my brush hog and some other stuff that's getting wet, which we don't really want. Melanie, I'm going to learn mouse and keyboard. Well, attempt to learn. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth going to mouse and keyboard. If you already know how to play controller, it seems like mouse and keyboard is an issue. I mean, I think it's better, but you definitely got the... Where are you? I mean, I think it's better, but against aim assist up close, it's horrible. But you should definitely do it. All right, let's go train station. Where is it? Let's see what the inside of train station looks like. You know, there used to be some doors right here on the end you could go into with a little room of stuff. No loot.
Gas inbound.
33 meters right in front of us.
Gas mask up here. Bunch of them.
Oh yeah, the Circle Rotunda. I do remember it well. Now we have to run away because those three guys upstairs are gonna be a little interested in whatever happened. So we'll loop around the other side, re-engage. We should probably get rid of this sniper. We're not going to need it indoors for a little while. I think there's a door right here. Yeah, there is. We should be able to come in on the other side of these guys.
So buy one. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
His buddy was with him. Destroyed me. Melody says both have benefits. The mouse and the keyboard are both beneficial. Yes, I agree 100%. You cannot really play mouse and keyboard without both the mouse and the keyboard. But I think what she meant is the controller has some benefits and mouse and keyboard have benefits. And I agree. I think overall, if it wasn't for the overpowered aim assist, I think mouse and keyboard would be phenomenally better. But sometimes you get somebody that just knows how to abuse aim assist. You know, they can strafe or jump or do whatever they have to do to get the thing to kind of lock on, and there's no getting away from it. So if you're like in a staircase and somebody is on you with aim assist, you're not going to win that gunfight. But I think anything beyond like 15, 20 meters, I think it's an even fight. And then long range, I think the mouse and keyboard has an advantage. All right, I'm going to go grab another adult beverage. Come back, and we're going to try this again. And if anybody's on my friends list that wants to play, let me know. And we will probably team up and play some casuals if you guys want to do that. I'll be right back. Yeah, so that last game, obviously we knew there were people in train station. We knew it was a team of at least 3. There was really no reason to push them. We got lucky killing the first guy on the staircase. We got lucky on the guy at the buy station. But those two guys were walking together up to the buy station, so we should have known that that was going to happen. So it looks like our loadout's stuck this time. The AK is still on the top, which is where we want it. It's like guys like that. I don't know what he's using, but how is his aim so precise? Maybe my aim is still too sensitive. Maybe we should crank it down a little bit more. I don't feel like it's too sensitive. All right, let's go right back to train station just to explore the insides, if nothing else. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to grab this contract over here. Or the promenade side is probably a better thing. Train station has some loot boxes, though. I think we're going to do train station. We're going to jump in here with everybody else. Don't know how to get in. Thought there were like doors here. There used to be doors here. We do not want to deal with the guy on the roof. Ah, the guy on the roof. We knew he was there. We just didn't know where he was. Yeah, I think train station, you have to learn where all the doors are. If you drop in an area like I was, you're kind of locked into a shooting gallery there. You're on the ground floor and people are just going to look right down at you. All right, let's get out of here. Wolf Nino. What's up, Wolf and Neo? Nuno? I don't know. I don't know what his name is. He's definitely a bot. It takes me a little time to warm up to the spam fire and the pistol. All right, well, box on the roof. We're not going to worry about that. What is that? IKEA. It's an IKEA gun. This isn't too bad of a spot. We have plenty of time. Can't do another contract. Okay, let's see if we can get this contract. Hopefully there's nobody up on the roof, because as soon as we shoot that flare off, they're going to start looking at it. Guess there's nobody here. Guy getting the... He didn't grab that most wanted. Oh yeah, he did. He's getting back in his car. And he's running away. That's good. Alright, if anybody was interested in this, they would have already been here. So we're just going to lay in the weeds and finish our contract. We're going to have to go up top.
Oh yeah, buy station over here. Recon contract mark.
Buy our loadout. We're not going to have enough. We're only getting $1,800 on the contract.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Game's getting a little glitchy. Our latency is still really high, 60, 70 milliseconds, which means most of our gunfights we are way behind the 8-ball on most of them. Behind the 8-ball, that's an interesting term. I don't know if I've ever actually thought about what that might mean. I mean, I actually know it's about playing pool. I am so glad that was a bot. Tell you what, 30 rounds in this little gun are not enough. Like to get my loadout first, then grab the contract.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Don't shoot me in the back.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
Man, we just about messed that up.
Changing mag.
Oh, he should have had more money than that. He has no reason running toward a buy station with no money.
Swapping magazine.
Alright, unfortunately we got to go for our contract. Can't get a gas mask though. Do we take the four-wheeler? I think we do. So I don't know if I talked about it, but I bought Mrs. P a side-by-side. It's a John Deere Gator, so she can get around the mountain a little more easy. I know I have the mini truck, but she's not much into driving the mini truck. She thinks it looks a little foolish. No, she doesn't think that. She just doesn't like that it's not an automatic transmission. She's not a fan of
Hold down the point until it's secure.
whatever it is.
Closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
So her little John Deere Gator has a forward high and low and a reverse. So she can figure that up. Sam, what is going on? What's up? How's the new update? I don't really notice a lot different so far. I mean, there are zip lines like that one up there on the building. So there are some differences. Nothing seems like earth-shakingly different though. It's not like wow, this is awesome. All right, we know we're going to farmland or lumber or somewhere. Probably want some more information, so let's get over here
Contract mark.
and Let's see if we can find out something else. Probably do not want to be on this four-wheeler any longer than we have to be. Someone is going to light us up. We have to keep changing directions. We have another four-wheeler heading this way. Not sure how to get up here. Maybe a jump. There we go.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
Guessing they didn't push. You know, the AK-74, I could tell the movement speed is less than it was. The movement speed before felt more like an SMG, and now it's back to normal. I mean, whatever normal is. We're going to assume this house is empty. It's not triggering the recons like it was before. It used to be you could run downstairs and it would trigger it.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
Recon flyover.
Guy on the buy station. I don't think we're going to be able to see that.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Contract marked.
Might be able to see that. Actually, there's a building right between us and them, so not much we can do except sit here.
Moving.
Capture complete. Hell of a job.
We
Upload
can't see
information
crap.
on the next gas spread.
Alright, well, what do we got here? Definitely want to get over here.
Forget that.
Question is, how do we get there safely? We know there was a guy on green mark a minute ago. He's going to the buy station.
Reloading. Switching mag. Changing mag.
So who is he shooting at?
Switching mag.
Gonna need some ammo here.
Gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I don't know if we want to start one more contract. Might as well. Got nothing else going on. I think I need to move my keybind for my heartbeat sensor. Seems like it's in an odd spot, and I kind of have to take off my ADS key, WASD key to use it. What I need is one of those foot pedals.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
at least 2 people between us and that contract.
Gas is inbound.
At least 2.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exited the AO.
I guess everyone is ghosted. $60 meters. 40 meters to our side. I'm not thinking laying here in the middle of this field is a good idea.
Hostile UAV in the area.
So we're on UAV, but I don't think we're moving enough to... Or maybe he has bird's eye.
Enemy soldier incoming. Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spring location. I'm reloading.
All right, might as well stay here for a minute. What do we got? We got about...
Moving.
Yeah, we're just going to camp this out for a minute. 39 meters.
Changing mag.
37 meters, same direction. Oh, good Lord, no way. Wow, good shots, I guess. Pot browning. So this is the kind of people, late circle car. Let's catch up with chat. Big Slim, good morning. Cliffy, it's not even morning. Big Slim, good afternoon. Yeah, it took a few days off. We had some things we had to do. Cliffy Flores, good afternoon. And Kosher Biscuit, what is going on? Yeah, if anybody's on that wants to play, I guess, casuals, let me know. We had some good kills there. So we had 12 kills. I don't know what place we made, but it wasn't that great. All right, let's jump in. Kosher, Lake Car Circle. Yeah, that probably would have been the right play. Actually, just staying in our building would have been the right play. Going out there and re-peek in the same area we got a kill a minute before probably wasn't a good thing. That was his teammate sitting there. Man, I got so much spam email I got to get rid of. So much stuff. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. Glad to be working up on the mountain again. Glad to be streaming. I kind of miss it. I kind of wake up in the morning and it's like, well, what do I do? Just sit around and wait for breakfast? Go to Waffle House? I don't know. Got to do something. Usually it's I get out of bed, come stream for a couple hours, drink coffee, hang out, then it's time to go work. Now I'm just kind of lost, but that's okay. We're back. All right, first impressions, I don't really notice a lot of difference. The meta is still exactly the same. We still have the AK-74 and the HDR. Everything else is kind of not goodish. We tried the GRA, we tried the TAC-56, we tried the Kilo, the AMAX, and nothing seems to Nothing seems to compete. As far as the new points of interest, obviously we have train station, which is new. Obviously, it's the same train station, but they've opened up this round area, and I guess they probably opened up the other end of it too, but I'm not sure. We haven't been to the other end yet. But this round area is kind of okay-ish.
Playtime's over. Stand by for
You know, it's a round area with a staircase and a hallway. It's a thing. Yeah, we should have done a lot better that last game. All right, what are we going to do? Superstore, train station, and military base are all the high stakes areas. Obviously, if we can grab some of these tents, we should be pretty good on cash flow. We actually had really good luck earlier with orange boxes down here, so let's go get that. And then we'll go late contract. The latency's finally a little less. We're down to 40, so oh, I spoke too soon. We're back up to 65. 48, 47, 65. Kind of comes and goes. We are not alone.
eliminate all targets in the AO.
Swapping magazine.
Oh my goodness. How bad is that gun? It's probably not bad. It's probably I'm not pulling the trigger right or something. All right, before we went in this building, we found like 4 orange boxes. And now we're finding no orange boxes. Our whole reason for coming over here was orange boxes. With big piles of cash in them. We have $250 to our name. We're up to a whopping 500.
UAV is online.
All right, well this is not paying out for us, so we need to go somewhere. Oh, there's one. 100. We're a couple $100 short. I can't hear anything with those bombs going off. Stop shooting at me. All right, he's at the car. I think he's coming this way.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Reloading.
I know those were only bots most likely, and
You're losing ground.
we totally almost got killed by them. All right, $2,800. What can we buy? Absolutely nothing. So let's get out of here. Guessing the guy that was shooting at us up here was the same guy that pushed. Game is glitchy. I think it's more glitchy than it has been. Big old stack of money there. All right, we got to get moving up the hill. We have like 6 miles to go to get in circle. We can get a self-revive at the top of the hill. And we got to keep our attack sprint down. Probably should also throw a UAV up real quick. See if we can see who's behind us.
Requesting recon flyover. Changing mag. Moving. Swapping magazine.
Got to cut him off. He's going to make a run for this hill. He's got to get circle. We got car guy or helicopter guy. Need your stuff. We still got a ton of miles to get before this gas closes. Floating straight into airport probably is not the best idea, so we're gonna get on the ground and take a truck. Burning banana. Is that a real person? That couldn't be a real person. Ooh. That's going to be hard on the equipment. So I didn't see anything about nerfing of vehicles or anything in the game patch notes. I would expected something to change there, like, or maybe they did. Maybe they made like RPGs stronger or Claymore stronger, or I don't think the AI is any smarter. Superstore is probably not where we need to be. We don't really have a plan. We're just gonna drive through train station, hope for the best. I'm sure somebody's gonna wing a C4 at us.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Moving here.
What?
Recon contract marked.
Check your map. A marks a point containing enemy intel nearby.
All right, another recon. With any luck, it's one we can grab while sitting in the car. So I'm guessing you can't really count your kills anymore.
Hold down the point until it's secure.
I think they made the AI dumber than they were. They don't dodge cars anymore. We have our car parked in here in a bad spot. I don't know if we can get it out or not.
Enemy PAR. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. Gas is closing in.
All right, back corner looks like. We need to keep our car undamaged if we can. Or locate a new one. It's a nice day to, oh my goodness, we just about took that guardrail out. You know, one thing we've noticed when we drive around on our trips are the amount of guardrail damage that never gets fixed. It seems like all the road crews will mark the guardrail. They'll put up signs, crime scene tape, and everything. But nobody seems to ever fix the guardrail damage. I think we have two teams running up there together.
Swapping magazine.
So we definitely need to go up there and run them over, or at least try. Wow, you guys are pretty bad. Wow. That was fun. I can't believe we didn't hit anybody running through there. Well, I was going to have a drink of my beverage, but I guess we need to play the game. All right, Kiss Sky 95 just went down. We don't have a lot of money or stuff. There's a guy on our loadout. Guy was just on loadout. I almost think we wait this out. Spend a little time looting up or something. And hope we can grab loadout in a minute. Obviously, we need plates and stuff for next. Oh, this will help. All right, we already know we have to get to the far end of the train station.
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
He jumped, and I guess he went in here. Still think he's in here somewhere. We're going to fly our UAV so we don't...
Recon at my location.
Well, everybody's either ghosted or away from us. Probably a horrible idea. Man, this thing is brutally fast, though. Oh. Need a little bit better reverse on this bike. Light pole. All right, we're going to count that as a win. We actually got our loadout. We made it back to circle. I'd like to get snipes on those guys on the hill. Yeah, we're just going to lay here.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online. Reloading.
Guessing that team is not up there anymore. They must have moved on somewhere else.
Switching mag. Switching mag.
Don't want to peek that again. All right, well,
We've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Hostile UAV in the area.
so what are we going to do? Dirt bike it out of here? Try to get back corner?
Moving.
I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. This thing's pretty quick. Pretty sure if anybody sniped you on this, they're doing something wrong. As long as you don't hit a tree or something. All right, what do we have? 40 sniper rounds and a bunch of AR.
Cancel last.
Tons of gunfire over there, but I can't see anything. Oh, guy way on the top. That's just a... That would never happen. Yeah, so my sniping is not as good as a lot of other people's. There are two of them, so if we let them have this hill, we're going to have a problem. I say we just wait it out for a second, see where the circle's going to pull.
Relocating safe zone. No more fighting in the gulag.
Again, I think we're just going to wait, let the circle pull down, see if they run away. There were two of them running together, and we got the guy right next to us.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Yeah, okay.
Remaining. Not bad.
We're going to report him just because it seems suspect. He's doing an AK-74 with some kind of weird ammo. Still, I didn't miss a shot, and I think I pre-fired on him, so he gets reported. Most likely he just shot me in the head. Let's watch him for 1 second. I did get some notices from Activision that some of my reports ended up in an action situation. So this guy's 14 kills. He's got a team of 4. I guess they're not good enough to be in regular quads. I was going to say, if that hit, there's a problem. Maybe. Let's try the next guy. So 10 kills, 8 kills, and 17 kills. So this whole team is a little suspect. He's not hitting his shots, though. Oh, my goodness. Except for being in boot camp when they shouldn't be. That's not a good thing. All right. Thanks for the report. No problem. Let's see who we have on. Sincere Glue. I don't know. Playing casuals. All right. Well, we're going to do this one more time. Actually, you know what? Let's try Battle Royale solos real quick. I feel like casuals, we're going to run into those teams of 4, and there's not much I can do about it. Let's see how sweaty solos is right now. Abounded Eddie, good afternoon. Welcome in. Blazin, I don't blame you. Some of those guys are definitely cheaters. Yeah, you know, sometimes if it's suspect, I just go ahead and send a report, let Activision sort it out. But we've had a couple in the last few days, a couple reports come back to say that action was taken. Now, it doesn't tell you against who, like the report. It doesn't really tell me. It doesn't tell me who I reported or what it is. So I don't know. I don't know that there's a. I don't think there's a thing you can do. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It was just strange that he came over the top of the hill. I have the AK-74. I was not missing a shot. And then he started shooting me. But now it could be just my internet connection. You know, we are a 60-something millisecond delay. Where if he's running a very quick delay, obviously that's probably 2 bullets, 2 or 3 bullets, I guess. Just didn't make sense. We saw him on the mini-map over there. We kind of snuck into place. We stopped moving. He was still walking. Should have been an easy kill. But it wasn't. We even had our Wookiee suit on. We look like a bush. First time chat. Bo Cephas, what is going on? Dirt bikes, a great movement. They're quick, but definitely not discreet. I use them a lot. You know, that was the first time I jumped on a dirt bike today, and it worked out pretty well. I mean, it's moving so fast, unless somebody is lucky on a snipe or you're going straight away or towards them, it would be super hard to hit them. Now, somebody in a window with an AK could probably wipe you out, but with any luck, they would miss enough that you could get away. Where are you?
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for
Pre-game, gotta love it. Blaze, doesn't hurt to report them. Last week before we took a break, we reported some guy in game. What was his name? Six River or something like that. And then immediately he jumps on our chat and says, "Hey, why'd you report me? Blah 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 blah." It's like, I keep getting shadow banned. Well, don't look like a cheater and you won't get shadow banned. Then he continued to say that he drops like 50 kill games. It's like, okay, well, I'm glad I reported you. All right, we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. We're gonna go military base, loot up in this high loot zone. We maybe should just land in tents and work down the hill. But if we can stay out of a contract for a little bit, it's probably better for us. Just come up with enough cash to buy our loadout, then worry about contracts. Doesn't sound like we're alone. Oh, a gun would be good right now. I'm stuck on a box. All right, at least we have a gun. Sure, he has a gun too. Kind of want as much cash as we can get. So we're going to let them worry about that. There was a guy over here. He's already opened these boxes. Guessing he was AFK for a reason. That was just bad. We got quadruple partied there. We have 6-year-olds in here. And I think he's babysitting his 2-year-old brother. So that's awesome. Blazin', if you're getting 50 kills on a regular, chances are you're cheating. Yeah, we didn't talk about what he was playing, but I'm guessing it was Battle Royale. But you're definitely, I think if you get, you know, more than probably 30, you're cheating. I mean, we've gotten 21, and we're not that good, so 30 might be a thing, but it shouldn't be. In normal Battle Royale, you should be in a higher KD lobby if you're that good. You shouldn't be clubbing seals like me. All right, here we go. Got to get out of here. Get out of this gulag. Contender 90. Wow, okay. We missed every bullet. Snarky Goblin, good afternoon.
You gave it a solid try. Time to head back to base.
All right. Well, Battle Royale solos worked out about like you'd expect, but we're going to try it one more time. I don't think we gave it a fair try. Dropping into military when we saw there were multiple people with us, we probably should have looted a little bit and skirted out of town. And it just kept getting worse. We kept having cars come in and people landing all around us. Not good. All right, I'm going to grab me another beverage. I'll be right back. We're launching into Battle Royale solos, and yeah. Looks like we didn't miss much here. Blazing, VR Casuals is my speed since I'm still somewhat of a bot. Oh, I'm definitely a bot. I am definitely right there with you, Blazing. I think after this game we might even jump in with randoms, because I think trying to solo this is going to be more difficult. Bosifas, I played boot camp last night just to feel like a winner. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Boot camp was good before because you could actually buy your weapons at the buy stations. Now they've dumped it down to the point that it's just kind of a training mode, which I guess is good. You know, if you just want to jump in and feel good about yourself, absolutely get in there, beat up on some bots. Hopefully there's not going to be any sweaties in there because they can go play this mode instead. All right. We really should go with a scavenger first, just so we can come up with a satchel. And we're going to just camp this out this time. We're going to play a lot slower and see what happens. And we have somebody right behind us. We have multiples with us. Probably breaking all those windows wasn't a great idea. Let's upgrade our stuff here. KSBN AMAX sounds good. No! Oh my goodness, what's the chances of us jumping in the window? Shoot the guy in the back, and there's somebody right in front of him. Ah, frustrating. We would try boot camp just to get a win for the day, but that just feels wrong. Even though it's quads, boot camp just isn't that difficult anymore. Blazing, boot camp is okay, but I like the bigger map, being able to buy loadouts. Yeah, that's kind of the idea with casuals is it's the full battle royale experience. You do have quite a few bots running around, so you do get to feel good about yourself a little bit, but you're always going to run into that sweaty last squad.
Okay. He won't just sitting duck.
Sorry about that, man. Didn't mean to kill the guy. Big Daddy. All right, what do we got? A whole bunch of nothing going on here.
Recon contract marked.
For $1,000 and not even a dream. Man, this siren thing is not good. We picked it up before. You might as well just go throw rocks at somebody. That was huge. Kind of want this contract. We're just gonna zigzag and keep the velocities up. About it, Eddie says it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy that we keep playing this game over and over again. There's somebody up on the hill doing a contract. We're being hunted. That's awesome. Surprised we don't have anybody in control tower. We do not have the best optic. Oh, he does have the variable zoom.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
All right, well, helps us quite a bit, actually. Let's go ahead and get up here,
Buy station over here.
and we're going to take this four-wheeler. Probably not a great idea. We are double red or yellow. Back to single red, so that's a good thing. That's probably our guy right there. I'm surprised we didn't get more wrecked than that. We're going to go ahead and spring mine this staircase, even though it doesn't help us too much. I'm guessing it was the car guy. He's going roof. He's going to try to come down this staircase over here.
You a bitch.
Yeah.
Clear for now.
Apparently I'm a biatch because we predicted exactly what he was going to do. That was pretty awesome. Got a little pre-fire in on it. About it, Eddie. I don't use vehicles. They say they are beacons on the map. They are. Rowley, is he playing BR casuals? I'm not. I'm playing Battle Royale solos. Yeah, we've been trying this game mode. It's actually super hard for us to play. We're not good enough to compete, but we did take out that last guy somehow. All right, we have 13 grand. We need to get. Oh, we got the guy right across the. We're gonna double these up.
Loadout drop headed your way.
He's going staircase again.
Gas is inbound. Mark two safe.
Oh, good decoy. Good decoy. Well played. I can't believe I fell for the decoy. That was so bad. All right, let's play something. Last game, and we'll feel good about ourselves. Let's go to boot camp, see how that works out. So we're going to do a no squad fill boot camp. How bad could that be? Sandwich Maker, an afternoon stream. What is up? Welcome in. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is good. I'm not sure I have all my chat showing up on YouTube. Let me sort my chat differently. Let's just say live chat. That should make it better. Yeah, sometimes on my YouTube studio, it has a setting that says top chat, and then I don't see anything else after that. So I'm sorry that I probably ignored a lot of people. Blazin, the Humvee or LTVs are not easy to kill. Yeah, I've only been sniped out of a Humvee one time. And when I did get sniped, it wasn't through the window, which typically I just try to protect my driver's side window, and you don't ever take damage. But it was somebody shot at me right through the roof, and one shot, one kill, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, if you want to run the LTV, you can do pretty well. You can pretty much, if you're disciplined enough to not get out of the car, you can do pretty good with it. That is pretty bad shooting right there. All right. So boot camp, no loadouts, no real reason to get any money except for perhaps gas mask and things. So we're gonna try a contract, but probably not worth it. We can get a gas mask, we might get a self-revive. Should definitely take this moment and loot. Is that an HDR? We'll take that instead. So did this guy ever get back up? Or what? He did not get back up.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
And here we sit. Abounded Eddie says if the windows are broken, they will hit you.
Enemy UAV
Yeah, I haven't seen. I mean, I've been shot through the driver's side window, even if it's like a brand new
Enemies are dropping
vehicle.
into the area. Watch the skies. Well done, soldier. Check your map. Reloading. You're losing ground. Moving.
All right, so we have a good idea where this is going to go. We have enough money to buy a loadout, but you can't do it in this game mode. So we just got to keep looking for stuff. I don't want an optic on a thing. That's the same as what we have. We'd like to upgrade this C9 to something more betterish. I don't know. Like a no optic Kilo would be good. Ooh, a growl conversion. We'll take that. Let's hit this buy station, get our gas mask, our self-revive. Hope for the best. Krellush, what is going on? Yeah, we're back from our few days off. Obviously, we have the new Season 3 Reloaded out today, so we thought we'd stop in and check it out. And if we're going to be playing it, we might as well be streaming it. So what do we have? A gas mask. There are no self-revives. We could do a precision, which I guess is helpful. And that's pretty much it. Surely there's someone back here. I mean, probably not somebody named... Oh, there he is. Not somebody named Shirley. So that was a bot team running together. Glad they run together at least. Who's that? A C-Max. I don't like the optic on it, so we'll stick with what we got. So this is boot camp. No loadouts, no custom weapons. Everybody's kind of shopping around for the same ground loot. 99% bots and a very small POI to play in.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Got a guy right in front of us. We just saw him on minimap. This guy down here. Another guy right on the edge. think that was a real guy trying to be the hero sniper that he is. Probably running this ridge is not a great idea.
Moving.
Gas is inbound.
I think this thing has a variable zoom, doesn't it? No. We hear somebody back here.
Switching back.
All right, we got to figure out how to stop this team.
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound.
Reloading.
Oh, nice shot. So we just got killed by somebody. Abounded Eddie says to airstrike them. I just read your thing, and that's what we did. Got one kill, but didn't get back on our gun quick enough. But yeah, starting tomorrow morning, we are back live at 6:30 in the morning, bright and early. So we'll do that tomorrow. Then obviously Saturday we have viewer quads. I have to apologize. Last Saturday, my internet went out during viewer quads. We weren't very far into the stream. We were probably 45 minutes in, and all of a sudden, just everything stopped working. I felt bad. I was playing with, I think it was Streak.
No challengers.
He was sitting at a buy station, and all I saw was him sitting there. We had left hospital, went up the hill, and all of a sudden there was a whole bunch of nothing going on.
Moving you back to close until further notice.
No challengers. That means we might be coming back without even a weapon, but we'll see. Yeah, we just have our fists. That's awesome.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Got to make our way to that, but we would like a something and a something else to get there.
Got 4 remaining. Stay sharp.
4 remaining. We need some loot is what we need. Probably you shouldn't even worry about loadout.
Gas is moving.
I feel like they're past this house. So if we can snag the upstairs here, we should be in good shape.
Switching back.
Free. Don't let up now.
He's definitely in that little building. Two other guys. He's not going to come out of there, is he? We have some rocks. What if we throw...
Only 2 left.
Never. Oh damn it! I forgot I got grenades. I cracked the.
So we have 3-year-olds in here running together. That's pretty awesome. But it is boot camp, so they need wins too. All right. There's a TTV Twitch guy running with a squad of 4 in boot camp. That's pretty awesome. And I think with that, we're going to call it. I am going to stay on for a little bit, playing some games. So if anybody's on that wants to play, just hit me up. Let me look on here real quick, see if anybody... Cliffy's playing. There's a few people on that might want to play, so yeah. Most people are still getting updates. I've hit a few friends up to see if they wanted to play, and it's like, yeah, I just have my machine on to get the update. So I get it. But yeah, that's going to do us for